Christian, what will your role in this mission be?
Yes, so I will be part of the science team who's directing the rover to locations where it can investigate and start drilling.
We're now seeing an image of the Mars rover actually in action. So how does it work in practical terms? Is there a team with a gear stick, like a virtual reality game, a video game, directing its progress?
No, unfortunately not. The rover on Mars is too far away, so we can't direct it in real time. You have to imagine a signal to Mars, depending on the distance between Earth and Mars at the time, can take anywhere between a few minutes to 45 minutes. So what we have to do is assemble a task list for the rover, the whole days of tasks, and put that together as a team, what we want the rover to do, and then beam that up to the rover.
So it's got a to-do list every day then, this robot.
Indeed,
okay.
Yes.
We can see images now of what you expect to see. Tell us about Mars. Tell us about the terrain and the atmosphere.
Okay, so Mars is known as the red planet, and that's reflected in the material we see on the surface, so the sand and the stones and so on. All of it will come with a red tinge, and even the atmosphere during the day, the sky is not blue, but it's a reddish sky. Funnily enough, the sky turns blue at sunset on Mars, and it's the opposite way on Earth.
It sounds fascinating. So what are you looking for?
So the main goals of this particular rover missions are to search for signs of past or present life on Mars, and in that purpose to investigate below the surface up to 2 meters depth and look for traces of water and how that affects the surface material.
So you're hoping to build on what the previous rovers have discovered before. Is this going to be a more sophisticated mission then?
So we are building on what previous missions have found, in the sense that we now know that there was liquid water on Mars in the past, and that we think that Mars was habitable, so life could have survived there, microbial life that is. And the unique selling point of this rover is its drill, which allows it to drill up to a depth of 2 meters below the surface. And that's much further than any rover before, where we had maybe a few centimeters.
When you're talking about life on Mars then, it's not little green men, is it? It was tiny little microbes.
Yes, when we talk about life on Mars, we talk about microbial life. Yeah, we don't expect to find intelligent life forms, no war of the worlds or anything like that.
So, I mean, does it matter what you discover on Mars? Why should it matter to us back down here on Earth?
So, we don't know whether there is life on Mars or anywhere else in our solar system, but the way we think life originated on Earth, it's plausible that it could have originated on Mars as well. And so this is a good test case to see how far we understand our own origins. And if we would find anything on Mars that could resemble life, then it could tell us, first of all, whether there's a shared origin of life throughout the solar system. Mm-hmm. So it's possible that there is a shared origin, but there might also be a separate origin. And if we see a separate origin on 2 planets in one solar system, we could think that there might be quite a lot of life in the rest of the universe.
Okay, and do you think humans will ever live on Mars, or is that just this stuff of science fiction?
I don't think that's particular science fiction. Personally, I wouldn't necessarily want to live on Mars. I think Earth is a much nicer planet, and we should do our utmost to protect it. But there are plans from several space agencies in the world to send humans to the red planet. Mm-hmm. And there are plans of private entrepreneurs to settle Mars and so on. So this is not science fiction. This is something I think will happen. How soon or not, this is another question.